Hello everyone. Thanks for clicking on this video. Welcome back if you are not new, and welcome if you have just joined me. My name is Summer and I talk a lot about Kindles and e-readers and electronics. I vlog, I read books, I take you guys book shopping, and I also take you on certain little travels and trips that I go on. So if any of that sounds good to you, please stick around and subscribe. And today we are going to be talking about my favorite devices, my favorite e-readers, some random household items that I would recommend, things that I take on trips with me, kind of like Amazon favorites in honor of the fact that Amazon Prime Day is happening right when I'm filming this video. In fact, it's the 2 days coming up right after I'm filming this. So some of these things, I don't know exactly what the deals are going to be, but I wanted to film this and get it up for you as soon as possible. So I'm going to link all these things that I'm talking about down in the description so you can see everything that I'm telling you about in those links, and those prices might change from today to tomorrow. So make sure you grab them while they're on Prime deals if you see those. So let's get started with everybody's favorite things are my Kindles and my e-readers. I feel like those are the things that everybody always wants to know about. So I have 4 e-readers in my possession right now, which might seem a little bit excessive, but since this is kind of part of my job and one of my really big hobbies, I feel like this is fairly normal if you think about all the people that review Apple devices and everything. And also I am going to show you my filming setup. I get a lot of questions about that. So I will be showing that to you at the end of this video. If you stick around, I'll show you the behind the scenes of what I use to film, like what you guys are sitting on right now, my tripod, and I will also show you the microphone that I'm using and kind of give you a little bit behind the scenes, as well as just some other things that I've gotten questions about. Let's talk about my Kindles. So this one right here is the Kindle Oasis. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about this because it no longer exists. You can't buy them anymore. I think you can buy them secondhand, but this is the reason that I'm showing this to you so that you can compare it. If you're looking for an e-reader with buttons, you can see, there we go, you can kind of see the buttons right there, the page turn buttons. None of the Kindles that they currently sell on Amazon have page turn buttons, but what they do sell is a Kobo, which is not an Amazon device, but you can get it on Amazon, so I'll link it below. And you'll notice that this one is white, so it's actually a different color than the rest of these. Amazon's default seems to be black. And this one has page turn buttons, which I dare say I like better than the Oasis buttons. They're just a little bit easier to push. And the Kobo, I just recently got this one, so I'm still kind of getting used to it, but I really like it. You can do most things that you can do with the Kindle. The book selection is a little bit more iffy, but not too bad. And if you do have a Kindle, there are ways that you can transfer the books over. I myself have not done that yet because I literally just got this a few days ago, but I hear it's not too bad. And I did buy this book right here. You can see this was actually a library loan and then it expired, so I bought it on the Kobo. You can see that this one is actually very kind of tactile on the back. Here's the power button. The battery lasts for quite a long time based on what I have seen. And I would say that if you're looking for something with buttons and you're looking for something with more of a grip, this might be a good option for you. I also have a clear case for this that is not here yet, but I will link it, the one that's coming to me. It's basically just the same as what you would get for this, where it's just kind of a clear case that you can see through and put stickers under. So I just wanted to show you that if you wanted an e-reader with buttons, the Kobo might be a great option for you. Now down to the 2 Kindles that people ask me about the most. And one of my most popular videos to date is my Paperwhite unboxing video, which I will link below as well. I'll link the unboxings for all of these just because I know that sometimes people love to just watch unboxings. I know I do. So I have specific unboxing for both of these devices, or unboxings I should say, since I got them at separate times. So I'll link those below. This is the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition in the agave green. You can see it does have this little MagSafe sticker on the back. I'll explain that because that's been something that a lot of people ask me about too. So this one is the Signature Edition, so it does have more storage. It's a little bit bigger than the basic, and it also has wireless charging since it has the thing on the back, not this thing. They just like embedded in here behind all my stickers and my cases and everything that's on here. There's so much on here. Behind this, right here, there's like a little charging thing that when you put it on its stand, which sits on my, This sits on my nightstand and it looks so pretty. I'm not gonna lie, this was like a big selling point as to why I got this device, was because I can have this little stand, which I will link below. This I highly recommend if you have a Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition, because it just charges your Kindle, looks so cute on your nightstand, and whenever you want your Kindle, it is fully charged. This battery is insane. It lasts like, I don't know, weeks. I don't think I've ever seen it below 50%, to be honest with you, because I keep it on here. And even when I've taken it places, like I took it to the mountains in one of the vlogs, I just like, sometimes I don't put it on here. Like I'll just leave it on my nightstand, and I've never seen it below 50%. So this thing has insane battery life. It also has the warm light, which I really, really like. This one sadly doesn't have the warm light, but I do like this one because I can read on it before bed, and it kind of helps me to fall asleep easier because I don't have all that blue light coming into my eyes. This really isn't bad, but if you're someone who's looking for a bigger screen, kind of a more premium experience, I would go with the Paperwhite. And that also obviously has this little cute stand. If you're looking for something that is just small, it's a Kindle, it's travel worthy, and you're not going to be terribly upset if something were to happen to it, God forbid, because I do take this one when I'm traveling, just because, sorry, it's the cheapest and it's so small. You guys can see like it's smaller than my hand. Here's like a wireless charger for comparison. I know that doesn't give you a whole lot, but let's see, where's my work phone? My work phone is an iPhone 10. So you can see, I did like a better size comparison in the unboxing and comparison videos, so you can click on those in the description if you want to see them. And I do have this cute little protective case that I will also link below, and I also have some stickers that I will also link below, just because I like to decorate my cases. I haven't decorated the back yet, but it's just, this one is my travel device. This one also has insane battery life, so if you don't have a Kindle yet and you're just looking to get one, this might be a good device to start with. But if you're looking for something and you're like, I'm a pretty serious reader, I want to start collecting Kindle books, I want to do Kindle rewards, or I want to do Kindle Unlimited, this might be the device for you. So I would say, again, I like them both equally for different things, but this one is like my baby. It stays home. It does not go anywhere. And I don't put screen protectors on my Kindles, just because, again, this one stays home and I keep it pretty safe. And this one has like the case that's like magnetic, so when you open it, it opens the book you were reading. So I don't have screen protectors on these, but I will link my favorite matte screen protectors below, because that's part of the benefit of having a Kindle, is that it's like a matte screen. It's not shiny like an iPad or a phone or something like that, so it's easier on your eyes, and it has that e-ink technology for you to read. So I will link all of that below. Just everything will be below. Everything will be linked. Now, here's the really fun part that I feel like I saw this on TikTok and it was a really big trend, but I didn't want to buy the TikTok thing because it was just like, it was too expensive and I didn't trust TikTok Shop at the time. So I decided to come up with my own thing. So here's what I did. I bought these MagSafe stickers, which I'll show you one. They come in a pack. So if I wanted to, I could actually stick this on any of my e-readers. If I wanted to, I could just stick this right here. And it's really not disruptive. That's part of the reason that I got it, because it doesn't bother me when I don't want to have a pop socket on my Kindle. Like when I want it to just sit up here, it doesn't interfere with the wireless charging at all on this stand, and it doesn't bother me if I'm just holding it. But sometimes my hand gets tired, sometimes I'm reading at a weird angle, and I just want to have a pop socket. Or, as you'll see, it also becomes a stand. So what happens is you buy a pack of these, and you can stick them wherever you want. I stuck mine kind of on the corner bottom, so it's easy for my hand to grip when the pop socket is on, and it's also able to touch whatever it's sitting on. You'll see why. So then you take this, and this is like a little stand. So if you can see this, this is actually a pop socket in the middle with a stand on the outside. So I just adhered the pop socket. You can do any pop socket you want, but I thought this one was so cute. I put this little stand, which it's hard to find the grip of this sometimes with my nails, but there we go. So the stand folds out. You would never have even known there was a stand in there, but there is. So then I'm just gonna put it in there for a second because this is such a satisfying thing. Are you ready? Ta-da! So now I can have the little pop socket on there. I can hold it really easily and I don't drop it, knock on wood. But then you've got this little pop socket. Again, it comes off and on super easily, and you could switch this between devices. And I also put this on my iPhone 14 too, because it also sticks on there. So it's kind of like you only need one of these for all your devices. If you just put these little rings on them, then you can kind of like interchangeably use this. So it's really cool. But then here's where the real magic happens. If you pop that in and you figure out where the stand is, it's right there. You gotta get the angle right. And the stand pops out, and then it stands up on its own. So this can literally be moved around. You can read wherever you want because it has its own stand. It's really sturdy. And then when you're done, just fold it up. You can leave this on there, or you can take it off, throw it in a case, or put it back on here. So this whole system is one of my very favorite things that I have ever had for my Kindle. I don't always have it on here, as you can see, because it doesn't really fit on its little stand with the pop socket on there. But like I said, sometimes I will take this and I'll use it as like a little tripod for my phone, or I could theoretically stick it on any of these devices if I wanted to, just by sticking one of these little MagSafe rings on there. So what you need for the system is you need little MagSafe rings that are little stickers that you just stick on whatever. Then, and if you have like an older phone that's not MagSafe, like for example, my work phone is not, it's like too old, I could theoretically make it able to have a pop socket just by sticking one of these stickers on there. Not charging, but just to have a pop socket. So you could do that. And so you need three things. You need a pop socket, any pop socket will do, this little magnetic ring stand thing, and the ring sticker, which I will link them all below together so you know which components you need. And if you already have a pop socket somewhere, you could probably use it, but it just needs to be able to adhere to the middle of this thing. So that is one of my very favorite Kindle accessories. So if you have any questions about either one of these Kindles, I am going to be watching the comments of this video like a hawk. So please leave them below. If you are like, wait, if I have this, which Kindle should I get? Then I will be happy to answer those questions. And you can also watch those other videos linked below. But I'm excited. If you're going to buy one of these, please let me know, because it always makes me happy when people buy Kindles, and I hope you love them. Or if you want to buy the Kobo for the buttons, that one's a good choice as well. So going into a couple of electronic favorites. This is my very favorite thing that I take with me everywhere I go. This is this charger that actually has cords built in. So this one's a lightning cord right there. And then over here, it has a USB-C, and I think that's a micro USB. This one charges the Oasis, and this one charges all the other Kindles in the Kobo. So I just love that it has cords attached, so I don't have to think about bringing a cord with me anywhere. And the coolest part is that it actually plugs into any wall charger. So if you're at the airport or you're at home and you're just like, you need to charge it really quickly before you go, you can just plug it into any wall port, which I think is especially exciting if you're, I don't want to tell you where I'm going on this trip that I'm going to be vlogging very soon, but if you're somewhere where like you might just have like a coffee shop or somewhere to just like quickly plug this in, then you can do that. Obviously you would need an adapter if you're going to like somewhere that's not the US, because this is just the US little port. If you are in the airport and you're afraid to plug your phone into one of those like sketchy little ports, never fear, because you could just plug this thing into the wall and then charge your phone from it after, so you don't have to worry about people getting stuff. And then this displays, this little digital display right here, it tells you, there we go, what percentage it still has left. So it's really easy to tell, okay, this has 99% left. And I think this can charge my phone 3 or 4 times, I want to say, up to 100%. It has an insane amount of battery power, and then it can also charge these devices at the same time. You can also use cords to charge it or charge from if you want to do that, but I just like that it has it built in. So this thing is my ultimate favorite. Like I just went to the Ren Fair the other day, and this thing was amazing. It kept both of our phones charged, and we didn't have to worry at all because our phones were like overheating and dying really quickly. So this thing is a portable power bank. It's actually pretty lightweight, and it fits in any purse that I have. I bring it with me pretty much everywhere I go because I have battery paranoia. Plus I film a lot on my phone, so it's just nice to have. If you want something that's a little bit more rugged and something that you don't have to plug into the wall, but you can plug into the wall, this thing opens right here. and then you can either charge it with a USB-C or charge from it using a USB. That is right there. It's nice and protected. It has like a little thing where you can hook it onto your backpack. And sometimes when I go hiking, I will just hook this onto the back of my backpack with the solar panel facing out, and then it is charging. You can actually see that green light. There we go. When I turn it toward the window and it has direct sunlight, that means that the power bank is charging, but it's already fully charged right now. These little lights would kind of be working up to that light if it was not charged, but you can see if I turn it away from the light, that light goes off. So it uses the sun. Another really cool thing about this is that it has a little flashlight attached. So this is also like an emergency beacon, and it flashes too. Like you can do tons of different flashlight patterns in case, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to blind you all, but in case of an emergency, you would have a flashlight that just runs itself. And you also have a compass, which is really nice. So this one is pretty similar to this. It charges a little bit more slowly with the solar, I'm not going to lie, but I've never had this thing die on me and not be able to charge my devices. It also doesn't have the little cord, so you do need your own cord to charge with, but I don't think that's a huge deal. But I'll link this one below since it is really nice if you're going camping or going on a hike, or you're just going to be somewhere that doesn't necessarily have power, but you want to still have something that could charge your devices. And this again could charge any of these as well. Another electronic favorite is an AirTag. I like to stick AirTags in pretty much everything, like all my bags, my luggage, my purses, and I do believe you can get like a 4-pack for a better price than just one. They're really easy to activate. There's a little pull tab, you just pull them out, and then you sync it to your iPhone. So you do have to be an iPhone user to use this, but I am obsessed with having these on my keys. I'm someone who loses my keys all the time, and the battery lasts about a year, which is really nice because I have a summer job and I have keys that are specific to my summer job and I don't want to lose those. Or I drop this in the pocket of my winter coat just in case, I don't know, I shoved my winter coat in the back of my car or something like that. And that's another thing that you can do is you can actually put one of these in your car. If you park really far away and you're like, oh my gosh, where's the car? Then you can easily find it just by looking at the AirTag, and then it will kind of like direct you to wherever your car is. So I put this in, again, like I said, bags, luggage, purses, keys, anything you can think of. My passport, I have like a little holder for my passport that has a little pocket, and I stick that in there just because I like to know where all these things are. And honestly, I am a person that sleeps better at night, just knowing that I will be able to find my devices when I need to find them, or not my devices, my items. So those are a huge favorite for me. I think they're worth the money. They seem kind of expensive, but I feel like they're worth the money when you really get down to it. Okay, I'm gonna get into some bookish favorites, but before I do that, I want to show you a couple of just favorite products that people ask me about because they see them all the time, because you guys see my hands all the time. This is my secret to having my nails done all the time. I don't have time to go to the salon all the time, and people are always commenting on my nail colors, and sometimes you'll see that I have random mixed colors with my nails. This is the secret. Are these Impress color nails. In fact, I don't have them right now, but I had a really cool one where it was like if I turned my hand one way, they were one color, and if I turned another way, they were like holographic almost. Holographic is not the right word, but they were really cool. So these nails are how I do it. And it has to be specifically, in my experience, I haven't loved press-on nails except for the Impress. These last a really long time. And I am always opening things. I'm always like touching things. I am someone who's like opening boxes all the time, and my jobs all have me like typing a lot. So my nails tend to like fly off if I'm aggressively doing something after 3, 4, 5 days. These ones have lasted a crazy long time. These ones have lasted, I think, a week. You can kind of see my nails growing out underneath. If they happen to fly off, I just have one of these around, or I'll throw this in my purse. This is the Nail Bond Super Strong Glue, and this stuff is the best that I've found so far. I was using, I can't remember, another brand, and I didn't love it. My nails would like come off the next day, but I can like wash my hair with these. If you know that it's really hard to wash your hair or do things with press-on nails sometimes, like these are on here. So this is my secret. I know I've had a few people ask me, be like, oh my gosh, like what color is that for your nails? And I'm like, well, it's pretty easy because I just press them on, and I will often like save the extras, and then you'll see like random multicolored ones. So I'll link these below. These are some of my very favorite colors, and this one's a new one, I think. This one's like Impress FX or something like that, and it's kind of shiny. I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's just a little bit different, just a little bit more dynamic than these ones, but I will link these below. They're really inexpensive, especially with the state of the economy and how expensive manicures have gotten. I do like to support, you know, small businesses, but when you're in a quick pinch or you're on vacation and you just like don't have time to get your nails done, these are magic. Another thing that has saved me, because I work with my hands a lot and I open so many boxes, cardboard I feel like will kill your hands because it makes your hands so dry, and I use this working hands and it makes my hands so soft. I use it overnight and it's literally the best thing that I've ever had. Like I feel like regular lotion, like when you wash your hands, as we all have to wash our hands a lot post-COVID, everything will just kind of like wash off and then you have to like reapply lotion. I feel like this keeps me from having to reapply, and it's the best thing. Like it's meant for people who are probably using their hands way more than I am. But this is my very favorite, and this actually ironically sits on my bedside table right next to my Kindle. This one's a random one, but it has been so incredibly buggy out there. Like I've gotten so many mosquito bites. I think I can count like 8 right now just from being out in the world in the summer. And this is the best thing. Of course, putting bug spray on is the best thing to do, but if you forget to do that or the bug spray doesn't work, this afterbite really takes the itch and the pain and the annoying, just like you want to claw your skin off. This will really help. You just kind of like press it on there. It has this little applicator, and then you just press that on your mosquito bite and it literally makes it feel so much better. So I'm gonna link that below, just a random favorite. Going along with all of that, these 2 Jack Black lip balms. This one's for at night. This one says like night mode lip treatment. You can clearly see I've used a lot of this one, and this one's pretty new. This one has SPF. I really love this brand so much because I have never found something that has kept my lips this moisturized. I feel like I use Aquaphor sometimes, or I'll use Vaseline or just a random chapstick, but this one I feel like is the best. Like I don't have to reapply it 17,000 times and my lips aren't cracked. I was on Accutane like 3 times as a teen, which I don't recommend that, but anyway, my lips have been really dry ever since, and I feel like these have really saved me. And I love that this has SPF because in the summer your lips can burn too, and you really want to protect them. I totally forgot to talk about this one when I was talking about electronics, but this is a little book light that you can clip onto your book, and you can turn this any way you want. And this, I don't read paper books as often as I read digital books on my e-readers, but if I am going to be taking a paper book with me, or maybe I'm going to buy one at the airport, just because the airport bookstores get you like no other, I feel like. Let me know if that's you in the comments, because that's how I am. It's nice to just bring this with you in case you may need a little bit of a light. Okay, another random favorite. This one I already saw is on sale, so I'm going to be buying another one of these, is the Moon Juice Magnesium. I think it's 25% off. It seems ridiculous, and I didn't know that it would actually work, but it really does. It has L-theanine and magnesium in it. Let's see what else. It has, yeah, just like different types of magnesium, and it helps you relax. It basically just helps me to chill out. This is like an anxiety cure, not an anxiety cure, but it's definitely, it helps take the edge off when you can't sleep or you're just having one of those days. I just mix a little bit of this in with like some lemonade or some tea or even just water, and I love this stuff. It tastes really good. This one is the berry version, and I feel like it tastes kind of a little bit lemonade-y all by itself, but I just wanted to tell you because this stuff is not always on sale, so I like to grab it when it is. And actually, while we're on that subject, I wasn't planning on showing this to you guys, but I might as well. This thing, I don't want to tip it too far, the way that my camera is set up. This is like a Stanley type cup. It is acrylic, you can hear that. And it has a clear straw. You can actually drink hot liquids out of it too, or you can just use this sip thing, or you can use the straw because this flips back and forth. It comes with the straw. It's all clear. This is actually a mix of a little bit of this magnesium. It has like a teeny bit of it in there with some lemonade and some passion Tezo tea. So that's another favorite, which I will link below, is this passion tea. It's really, really, really good. But this cup, I will tell you a funny story. The reason that I had to get this clear cup, and it is giant, like you're not really getting the full perspective because I don't want to spill it, but I've been using this instead of my Stanley cup recently because, again, it's summer, bugs are everywhere, and I actually had a spider crawl into the straw of one of my Stanleys, which are not clear, and it was, to say the least, one of my least favorite moments. So what I do is I just put everything in this clear cup. You can put a ton of ice in here, it's melted by now. And let me go grab, actually, this is turning into more than I was expecting, but let me go grab this. So what I actually do is I actually make a big batch of passion tea or whatever tea that I want. You could do literally any kind, but I like decaf tea so I can drink it all day and not feel like I'm going to be able to keep myself from sleeping. But this thing has like a little filter that's not in there right now, but it just clips into the cap. And you can put a bunch of tea bags in the middle. I let it steep for like a day, and then the next day or overnight, and the next morning I have tons and tons of tea, which this one I've been using for a couple of days. Like this was not all from here, but it's partially, and then I mixed it with lemonade and a little bit of the magnesium. So just a nice little relaxing summer drink. It's super fresh, and I don't always remember to drink enough water, so this is really, really, really helpful. So it's like this and liquid IVs, which I will also link below, are my favorite. So you can also mix those. Why don't I just throw this in there too? I'll link this picture because I wasn't planning on it, but I use it a lot. So, and I did get it off of Amazon in quarantine when I was making my own cold brew. So you can actually make your own cold brew in this pitcher as well, just by putting the coffee beans in the little filter thing that's not in here right now, but it sits in the middle. And then if you leave it in overnight, then take the filter out, then you'll have your very own cold brew made for you the next morning. So this pitcher is pretty handy. That's another random favorite. Okay, this video is way longer than expected, but moving into some book favorites. This is my TBR jar. I just made this with some colored paper and this little cute jar that I got off of Amazon. So when I'm stumped on what I should read, which doesn't happen often because I feel like there are so many books, so little time, I will pull one of these out of here. I also made a gift for someone not too long ago where I folded up little inspirational quotes and put them in the jar, and that way they could pull one out when they're having like a bad day or just any day that they want. So you could totally make that as a gift for family or friends, or you could make your own little TBR jar and just write the titles of books and put them in here. You can see that I did different genres, and I actually have an entire video where I show you how I made this, so I will link that in the description too. My next book favorites are these little tabs that I use to annotate paper books when I want to tab something important. I feel like I've used so many of them that I barely have any colors left, but I kind of like to theme my tabs to the color of the book. And then I also have these cute little highlighters. These are the best ones that I've found, and I will link all of these below because they don't bleed through the page. That's like the most annoying thing when you're trying to annotate a book and then you flip to the next page and you can see what you did on the page before. Not what you want. So these don't bleed through, and I just love that you can match them to the different colors. All the rest of them are upstairs, but they have a really nice color. They have like a block chisel tip or whatever that's called, just so you can be really precise with your annotations. And then my other bookish favorites are these journals. This one is my reading journal, which I have been really bad at filling out, but you can fill out like books you've read, you can rate them. It has different pages for reviews and thoughts and quotes for each book. It has a little pen holder, which is super cute. And I need to get back to filling this out because it was so satisfying to get to have this. This is like Goodreads, but like your own version. So this is one of my very favorites. And I just think it's so cute. It looks so cute and it makes me so happy whenever I see it on my shelf. And then my other Amazon favorite is just this basic journal, which you can pull this little thing shut and you've got a little bookmark. It just has basic lines. It's really inexpensive and it just has lines like this. This is actually my tarot notebook. So I'm not gonna show you the front because it has all like a bunch of different pulls that I've done for myself and little notes that I have about each card. If you are here for my tarot videos and you've made it this far, I do have a bunch of my favorite tarot decks linked in this video that I really need to redo because it's a couple years old now, but I will link a couple of my favorite tarot decks down there too, in case you're interested in trying tarot for yourself, as well as my favorite tarot for beginners book. So there's that, but I like to write down different tarot readings that I do for myself, and then I like to look back at them. So if you're someone who just likes to journal and you just want a really nice notebook that has like really good quality pages and you can kind of decorate it however you want or leave it blank. I like to leave mine blank just because this one's secretive, but I have a couple others that are decorated with little stickers, kind of like this. Then that is another Amazon favorite of mine. Okay guys, sorry for the terrible lighting. It is nighttime, so we have terrible lighting. I feel like my lights always flicker like I live in some sort of haunted castle, so sorry, but it's kind of funny. So Amazon just knocked on my door as I was editing this, and I was almost about to export it, but I'm gonna throw this clip in there because these are both things for my upcoming trip that I keep telling you I'm gonna vlog. So, oh my gosh, the shadows are so bad, but this is a little wireless watch charger where I can plug this into like that little power bank that I showed you, and then just put my watch on there because I have an Apple Watch, as you guys have seen, and I just want a tiny little charger that I could throw in my purse because I'm gonna be without an outlet probably for 18 hours plus of the day, the place that I'm going. So this was really cute. I'll link this, just a nice little travel watch charger. And then also I got this little mini backpack because I needed a small little compact bag. As you can see, there's my hand for comparison. And this has like a front pocket, it has the main pocket, and then it also has this really cool one in the back where you can access things. And it is padded, so if you wanted to put like an iPad or a small computer in here, you probably could. And if you go on the Amazon link that I'm going to link below, you can see all the other pouches and everything inside. But I just wanted to show you this really quickly in case you need like a little travel bag or something you can take where they don't allow large bags. So I think that I will be packing this. I'll probably do a pack with me, so you'll get to find out where this is going with me very soon. Okay, I was just about to end the video, but I forgot that I promised I would show you guys my filming setup. So this is the mic that I actually use. I've tried out a couple of wireless mics, but this one is the best that I have found. It's just a lavalier mic. I clip this on, and then it's kind of tangled right now because I just literally like tore it off of myself. But you can see that it actually has like you can plug this into a camera, but I have a little adapter where I have plugged it into my Lightning phone. When I film from my phone. So that is what I have for my microphone. Sorry for the tangles, sorry for the mess, but I'll link that below because a lot of people have asked me about my sound. And then even more behind the scenes, this actually clips onto my table, and I just put my phone right here into this little MagSafe thing, and that's how I film most of my videos. So kind of funny that like if you want to start a YouTube channel, you don't have to have like the fanciest equipment ever. I film most of this with my phone, and these two things have really made it possible. I will put as many of these things plus just my general favorites, even if I didn't mention them in this video, but I totally forgot, then I will link those below. And if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, please let me know. If I see more deals, you might see a part 2 to this video go up, so make sure you're subscribed to see all of those videos, see more e-reader reviews, see my vlogs, and all that. So thank you so much. If you've gotten this far, please leave a little sunshine emoji for Summer, since that's my name. That is our little secret, that if you made it this far, then go ahead and comment some sunshine emojis below. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please also tell me in the comments if you have any Amazon favorites that I missed, but maybe I want to buy during Prime Day. Please let me know, because I like to take advantage of sales and get things when they are on sale rather than pay full price. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.